me, which come and go, dissolve. Mind, intellect. Even eventually, the sense of I, it didn't go anywhere, but it just, in place, it just went nowhere, but was gone. I would like to say that I wasn't.
Yes. So the I that wasn't, because this is very good, the I that wasn't, you mean personal I, identity, the way in which you ordinarily think of yourself in terms of body, mind, functioning, conditioning, all of that. That was not there.
Correct. Absolutely not.
Right. And now it's here.
Yes.
Okay. Then that which watched the absence of that now watches the presence of that. That which watched the absence of the sense of person was not there. Also is present now, watching the presence of the person, the sense of the person. Is it the same thing? Can there be an ultimate experience which comes and goes? Meaning that that is the essence. Because what you're saying, something came, something arose, it was the most incredible. Wow. Maybe you were not behaving like that, but something was enjoying the absence of the presence of the sense of self. Something was there. Consciously or unconsciously, most people are searching for an experience. Maybe the most great experience you can have, and that will not end. Something that will occur, it is the most pure, and it will be like this forever. If we are looking for an experience, we anticipate the greatest experience, the highest feeling, the purest emotion, or whatever, or the perception of the purest feeling, and something has to be aware of that. There's awareness of that, and it becomes a kind of quality, something that you see. I'm trying to point out something, and I don't want to say it like a cliche. I want you to follow and see if you can, if this is recognized in you. Because the perceiver of all of this, now it reports that that came and went. But that which perceive all of that is still here. Now follow this now. Perhaps we prefer the experience which felt amazing or whatever, but that which was present when the experience took place and vanished, no one pays attention to the experiencing source, no one, because it's not an effect. It cannot be said to be wonderful or not wonderful. It's beyond that. So it is not an aspiration of the mind which searches for the most profound experience even. The discovery of the self might feel like a wow, but it won't be a wow for very long if it's an experience. We cannot use our minds and imagine it. Of course, your mind will create a kind of representation, but it cannot be that. The very attempt of the mind to use its powers to imagine or to create or visualize is inadequate, because there's no image of that. There's nothing that comes and goes which can be a pure representation of that. And that itself is not in conflict with anything. It has no desire, has no aspiration. It does not need time. Time and quality, relationship, life, death, all the interrelated plays of the mind, all of that is the way it exhibits its power as consciousness and mind. But it remains completely untouched. It is here now also. It will never arrive. Therefore it can never leave. Leaving and arriving does not belong to it. It has no attributes that you can compare. Even the very sense of yourself, so intimate, is only a kind of a bubble of consciousness appearing in it. And you are that.
Again, I think I'm following what you're saying. I really think I am. For most of it, I would say that what happened to me that time would still qualify. Because it's not that it came and went, but that some obscuring re-happened.
If obscuring took place, even the energy or the shape or whatever obscuring means, that is also observed, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. So obscuring it, please pay attention on this one. Obscuring it, would it mean that it is here and something obscure it, like an eclipse? Something obscure it. Does it obscure it this way because it's over there and it's obscured by that? Or is it obscured this way and it's obscured by something else? We use the term obscure. But even if something obscure, if something hides something, then it shows that you have phenomenalized it, that it has some kind of shape or something, and then something comes in front of it and obscures it. Please, don't fade if you can follow this. A kind of trick is being played over and over again. But the trick only has power if you are trickable. Still, what feels like truth is still subtly felt as apart from you. So because it feels like it's something subtly apart, and I'm approaching it, you see, I'm approaching that through understanding, through practice, spiritual practice, through surrender, through some kind of condition that needs to be fulfilled, will allow me to merge with it. You see? But it is also a play in consciousness, and is one of the ways in which consciousness comes to recognize itself in the play called existence. But all of this is occurring in your mind. Only some few people will understand what I'm speaking. Sometimes I say, you have to be the cow that jump over the moon. And some people say, cows cannot jump over moon. Well, as long as you're a cow, you cannot jump over the moon. I have to say these things.